So a little over 2 weeks ago, I asked my subscribers, you know me, you know my shorts, one of my most successful series on the channel, so you know what, let's have you guys make them. So I asked you guys to make Falcon alt builds, send them to my Discord, the invite will be in the description, we will announce new videos like this there. But as I asked you guys to make me some Falcon alt builds, I had to sit there and reflect inward and ask, who am I to ask you guys to make me Falcons if I'm not going to make one myself? So I hopped on stream, opened up a Sonic the Hedgehog set, and made this one right here. I'm going to show it off real quick. So I originally started with this Sonic the Hedgehog set. On stream, I took this set, just took them out of all the bags, and just dropped them in a bin, and said, let's see what we get. And I ended up with this. Let's take it off the stand real quick. The stand isn't the most miraculous thing, but it holds it up and it keeps it in flight mode, which looks pretty dang cool. I ended up making it the lizard, where the mouth can open and close. I thought that was amazing. It circles out right up into the top, where it's got this nice flat, except of course there's the little circle in the top where they kind of like, there's either a turret in some versions or it's like a hatch. Actually, do I have the pieces for a turret? See, now this is the joy of alt building. You realize I had something. I could make this even better. So you do. I take off these pieces on the top. I put them on this little brick to add the little corners. And yes, well, now I have a turret that spins around and can aim in all directions. It doesn't look nearly as good, so I'm going to take it right back off. So yes, I thought, yeah, I have to make my own Falcon, or else why am I judging you people? How can I judge without putting myself out there first? And I think I did a pretty good job. So now that we got mine out of the way, let's go over yours. This is a specific channel dedicated to just the Falcon alt builds in my Discord, and let's just hop over them. My boy Andy turned the Juggernaut into a Falcon. And one of the craziest things is he actually made it where he could fit a figure in the cockpit. I don't think anyone else in this video and the ones I'd seen managed to do that. So he's got to get some crazy credit for that. But that's not all, because the back lifts up and you could fit a character and multiple characters. There's a table there with some chairs. He nailed it. It's got a beautiful interior and it's got everything you need for a Falcon. You can see right there he's got the blue for the thrusters in the back. He's got the satellite dish on top, some turrets, the cockpit, the little circle wheel over there, and the prongs in the front and the slope down in the front. There is not many more things you need to be considered a Falcon. So he got basically full points. 10 out of 10 alt build right here. Now, for this one, you dealt with what you had. And you shockingly have a lot of the pieces. The prongs in the front, the cockpit, the satellite dish. But this is crazy. But I also couldn't picture myself doing better with this set in particular. So you know what? 5 out of 10, right in the middle. So solid attempt. Now Lavender here put up the Venom motorcycle. Pretty infamous set with me and my friends. And yeah, he's got it down. Kinda has the satellite dish in the corner, but he's got the prongs, the slope in the front, and the Venom head as the cockpit is a pretty solid addition. I give this one a 6 out of 10. Now, Donuts. This man turned the teddy bear into the Falcon, and he did pretty good. He also added a stand, which I made a stand for myself, and a couple other people made some pretty cool stands, and you gotta get credit for that. But when you look at the top of this thing, you can totally see the teddy bear. And I think that's what makes some Falcon alt builds really that extra level. You are totally able to tell what set this used to be, and the fact that, yeah, that's a Falcon. No satellite dish doesn't stop this from being a great one. This is a 9 out of 10. Now, Justzilla created this using a lunar shuttle. Is that what he said it was? Lunar space station. He did say it was the Kessel Run one. Specifying that it is the Kessel Run Falcon makes that cone, that triangular shape in the front, works so much better. Did he show any interiors? Is there any interior to this? I don't believe so. But that shaping, pretty solid. Satellite dish. Oh, he got the Gonk droid on the top. Yo, let's go. That's great. I love that little addition. And yes, I can see it now how you can't really have an interior on this one. But another solid version, and I like that you did the Kessel Run Falcon. It switches up the vibe a little bit. It's a 9 out of 10. I'm coming back just to mention I didn't notice he could fit a figure on the inside. Fitting the figure in this thing is like so many extra points. I can't believe that. Yeah, 10 out of 10. That's my bad. Panda, he did the Bone Falcon. He used this T-Rex. You got the skeleton out. Using the rib cage pieces as like the prongs is an interesting tactic. I do think, considering how big this set is, there is a couple other things you could have used to make it a little bit bigger, but it's not bad. But only using that little joint piece in the front for the cockpit, like, imagine how crazy it would look with the T-Rex head. Because that's what I did with mine. I did the lizard head. Imagine the T-Rex head and then the rest just Falcon rib cage. This one had a good concept, but the execution I could picture being a little bit better with some more time. But pretty solid as is. I give this a 6 out of 10. So now, Mythical Lego Brick turned this Sensei Wu brick head into a Falcon. And you know what? That's kind of funny. You got the eyes up in the front. You got the Sensei Wu hat as the top crown, and you put the actual like mini hat that would go on top of it as the satellite dish. That's a really fun way to do it. And plus, brick heads don't really give you many pieces. So the fact you managed to really kind of get the shape together, that's solid. I give this one a 7 out of 10. Now, Gunnar, you turned the Der Burger into a Falcon. And yeah, I can't picture a whole lot more you could do with it. And I do like the fact that it still has like the burger and the cheese and the bun and the olives. You just repurposed every bit of it to turn it a little bit more Falcon-y. And I respect that. I give this one a 7 out of 10. Now, George Pickens, he turned the Metal Sonic set into a Falcon. Only other Sonic set that wasn't me. And you know what? You got it. The cockpit, a little tiny in this. Actually, from that angle, it looks pretty good. It's a little funny that the satellite dish is just bigger than the cockpit, and it's like the biggest thing. But you got it. You got it down. Oh, and even has the shaping on the back. Plus, I like adding the little fins on the back. Just using all the pieces pretty wisely in this one. I give this an 8 out of 10. And now these ones might be ones you recognize, because these were some of the ones I've included in my Falcon videos. And you know, I said, don't make a Falcon that someone else already made. And No Pin Grid did not, because he is the maker of these beautiful Falcons. And this might be one of the coolest, craziest ones there is. Like, he even got the little circulars up there. This one, immaculate. I think that's my favorite of them. But just the Technic already blows my mind. But being able to turn Technic into Falcons using cars and trucks, unreal. He's the 11 out of 10s. I've said before, and I don't know if it was in my streams or if it was in the Discord, that he is top 3 alt builder of all time. And yeah, he had the flex for the people in the server. And now, Skyfire. I have this set, the burger truck, and he did really dang solid for how weird the piece selection is. He even has sort of the like circular bits in the back by using tires, burger buns. Just everything's nice. I also love the detailing of the stickers and the fire, just making it symmetric even though the Falcon isn't the most symmetric of vehicles. Cockpit could have been given a little bit more love, but I get it. Well, to be fair, there are more tires on the set, but could you have possibly put the tires there? Because if the tires were the cockpit, that would have been so good. Again, you used what you had, which was a really odd set, and you turned it pretty well. I give this an 8 out of 10. Now, I'm sorry I don't know your name because you have it hidden in the streamer mode. You did a pretty solid Falcon. I do have to say, though, that's a pretty big train to make such a tiny Falcon. But for the tiny Falcon you got, you nailed all the aspects you need for the Falcon. Just everything's there. You even got the circular little domes on the side. You got the cockpit up in the front. You got the dots up in the back, dots up in the front. You got it. But I do have to take a couple points away for the fact that the set that you started with is this monster. He also did put the scale with this poly bag that looks like next to it, and it is pretty in scale. That's a pretty solid train to leave out a bunch of pieces. Like, I think you could have done something with these flaps up in the front, like some of the tire pieces. But pretty solid as is. An 8 out of 10. Now, no. He used this dragon, and I think this is one of the best ones. First of all, I've said, like, I love the idea that he actually used the dragon head as the cockpit, but using all the sticker detailings around it, and then having the stand be this beautiful dragon feet. Like, that's such an interesting, like, stand idea, and he absolutely nailed this. This is one of those 10 out of 10 options. Like, you don't have to, honestly, with that dragon mouth, you probably could fit a figure in there. You could put a figure in the cockpit. I really love the idea of just falconizing the dragon, and you just nailed it. Knocked it out the park. Toby, why'd you do this? What? Nah. Oh, God, he's got printing in the back. He's got the hair. Dude, he got malformed. What? This is a guy from Harry Potter, I believe. Or, yeah, this is the Harry Potter giant. And I don't know what spell does that, but keep that away from me. But yeah, you got the Falcon down. For cursed points, you get the extra. I give this an 8 out of 10. Now, Fuego popped out with the oldest set, I believe, on this list. Most people pick sets that were, like, on shelves. But he picked the Grievous Speeder Chase that came with the window. That's like a 8-year-old set at this point, something like that. And yeah, he turned that into a Falcon. A pretty solid one at that. He got the guns on the top. And I really do love the use of making the printed parts be like up in the front and just using the sticker details to your advantage. He got the cockpit, the satellite dish. Again, for this set, I can't see you doing any better. 10 out of 10. Like, he even included these pegs to make it look like the engines are moving. I probably wouldn't have thought of that. That's great. And then for the last one, 7 Ants. Actually, I didn't realize that no pin grid wasn't the only Technic one. Wow. And using the actual, like, digger as the satellite dish, that's a pretty cool piece of usage. You got the sticker detailing up in the front. Like, I don't understand Technic. I gotta give credit where credit is due. Yeah, it's not perfectly rounded like some of No Pin Grids are, but that thing is still tremendous. The part usage, like, I have no idea what's going on back here. I can't even comprehend how you put this together. So I give this a 9 out of 10. Very solid. So what I learned from making this video is that my subscribers are dang talented. So let me know in the comments which one was your favorite of the subscriber ones. My favorite is probably this one, the dragon one, but of course everyone has their own opinion, so let me know in the comments. And of course, join the Discord to be aware of new videos like this coming out soon. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'm out. Peace.